it's Sarah, and I'm here to tell you the latest news that's been happening in the past week. Okay, so basically the only news that there actually is the Carpool Karaoke. And okay, this saved me. I am now saved for the next couple years, maybe for the next 18 months that One Direction are on break. But no, this Carpool Karaoke was iconic. Like, they released it at 2 a.m. in the morning. Of course, they would release it at that time. I mean, they released everything else early in the morning. So basically, One Direction sang the whole time. There was barely any dialogue because, of course, they did it for promo for their album. Which I was a little disappointed because I would prefer if One Direction had a lot more speaking parts in it, but then again, they're not very good actors. Yes, they've improved since iCarly, but still, they wouldn't let One Direction do this unless it was promo for their album, so of course they're gonna sing more. I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, you could totally tell it was scripted, but it was also very natural as well. But oh my gosh, they cut out the milkshake scene. That's like the one scene I was looking forward to in this whole video. Like, they teased us with all the previews. Like, you know, Harry and Louis in the backseat, Harry not liking his milkshake, giving it to Louis, domestic boyfriends, oh my god. And they completely cut that part out. Like, I don't know who directed this. Was this Ben Winston? Because if it was, of course it was. You know, boo you, Ben Winston, you're boring as fuck. But guys, even though we didn't get to see Harry hand Louis his milkshake, we got to see Harry hand Louis his denim jacket. Like, it was so cute. Like, during the whole, like, No Control song, James Corden gave them all matching outfits, you know, to look like the traditional boy band, which, by the way, they pulled off that look. I've seen Louis and Jean before, but I don't think I've ever seen Harry in denim. James Corden was, like, passing all the denim jackets back, and, like, before Harry even got his, he passed one to Louis, and I'm just like, oh, domestic boyfriends. Like, again, it doesn't prove anything, I just thought it was cute. I mean, you can just tell, Harry and Louis were trying so hard just not to eye-fuck each other during the whole No Control song. Because that is Louis and Harry's song. That's a total Larry sex song. And they're sitting right next to each other. I mean, Louis was pointing at Harry in No Control, Harry was pointing at Louis, and they were fonding throughout the whole thing. And plus, when Harry did his high note, Louis was like looking so proud. He's like, yup, that's my man. On the second time that Harry tried to hit his high note, he failed, and it actually sounded like he was doing Screamo. James Corden did a game in the car, and it was called Sleep with Mary and Cruise or something like that. And he was asking, like, which person would they spend a whole day with and, like, go on a cruise with them and be in a hotel with them but not sleep together. I don't know, it was something like that, but basically Louis looked very awkward during it, and Harry did too, and I think Harry gave Louis like a little side glance. Like, come on, James Corden knows what he's doing. He literally asked a question that could pertain to Louis and Harry because it's something that they would do. I mean, come on, he's really close to the boys. There's no doubt that he talks to Louis and Harry a lot. He knows their life. I mean, this is all more of the reason why I wish I was James Corden, because I would get to know the deets. You can tell that a lot of Larry footage was cut out of the video because you can tell there's so much editing that was done to the video. How you know a video has been edited a lot is if there's like a lot of jump cuts and there's a lot of camera angles. I mean, for instance, the video I'm doing right now, I'm using a lot of jump cuts. Like, I could have just said something and you wouldn't have even known because I cut it out. But you'll never know. But anyway, in the video, like, we saw Harry interacting with Liam a lot more than he was interacting with Louis. And, like, Harry was in the middle, Liam was sitting right next to him, just like Louis was sitting right next to Harry. And the fact that Harry interacted more with Liam than Louis, it kind of just proves that you know that Harry and Louis did interact more, but they just cut all of it out. And why would they do that if there was nothing going on? They want to make you think that Louis and Harry don't interact, but if anything, I bet that they interacted as much as Harry interacted with Liam. They just cut it out. But hey, at least Harry and Louis got to sit next to each other, so I shouldn't complain. But I loved it though, because One Direction genuinely looked happy in this whole video, like this full, like, what was it, 13 minutes? This was definitely a good ending before they go off for 18 months. I am refreshed. But guys, since so much was edited for Christmas, I want the unedited version. I mean, imagine the person who had to edit the One Direction footage. Imagine if that was your job, to edit all the One Direction interviews. Oh my gosh, you would be able to see all the behind the scenes footage, all the Larry, you know, if I edited it, I would not even edit it. I would release all the unedited footage and be like, and I would just have it solely focused on Larry, just Larry. But guys, now we can die happily. We got a whole dance routine of the No Control song with the boys wearing denim. I mean, what more can you ask for? And it was cheesy too, but that's what makes it so good. James Corden for president. And I don't mean to make a Zayn joke, but I thought this would be the right time to make one. But all I'm gonna say is that I think it's good that Zayn left, because if he was still there, he wouldn't be able to fit in the car. Like, that car only fit the four of them and James Corden. Unless they kicked James Corden out and one of the boys drove the car and it was just One Direction in the car. Or maybe they would just get a bigger car if Zayn was actually still in the band. Okay, whatever, I thought it was funny. Oh, and I'm going off on another tangent here. Can we just talk about how Harry was chewing gum the whole time in the car while he was singing? I could see the gum in his teeth. Like, literally, that bitch has been chewing gum since 1894. Oh, and what also refreshed my body was that the new Adventure of One Direction episode came out today. I think it was like part 10. And basically, all you need to know as a highlight is that Harry saved Louis from burning in the whatever pits of fire. He remembered his birthday. He gave him a present. It was suspenders, and that is what helped save Louis from falling into the fire. It was cute dialogue, and Mark Parsons should also be president. I want James Corden to be president and Mark Parsons to be vice president. I want me to just run the whole house. So just 2 more episodes of that. And last but not least, this picture surfaced. I have no idea what it's about, but basically they were saying that there was a picture of Louis' sisters, like the twins, and in the background you can see Harry like holding the rainbow bondage bear. So I heard people talking about this on Tumblr and I had no idea what they were talking about, but then I saw these 2 posts, and if you guys know what this is about or if you have more info about it, leave it down below. Or if I just missed anything, leave it down below. And like always, I post once a week, so like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!